The divorce rate in China's capital has soared to a staggering, get this, 41% divorce. Experts say it's not because they're unhappy, it's because of high property prices. From Beijing, Guoxiu explains.
At least some people in the cities are faking their divorces over housing. Xiaohui and Xiaoming, who only spoke to us on the condition of anonymity, divorced each other to buy a second apartment.
With the new government policy, if I didn't fake a divorce, I would have paid double the down payment, which I couldn't afford, and I would have to pay 10% higher interest rates. I saved 200,000 yuan on that. That's 2 years' income for us, and I only bought a small 50 square meter apartment.
They remarried after the purchase.
We didn't tell our parents, and our friends warned us to remarry quickly. We had a friend who faked divorced, but one of them refused to get married again.
The government has issued a series of regulations to cool down the overheating housing market. A couple must pay a higher down payment and interest rates to buy a second apartment. And under a clause issued in March, sellers are taxed 20% of the sale price. The capital gains tax can amount to tens of thousands of dollars in first-tier cities. But a couple with two properties can divorce and put each apartment into one person's name and then sell them tax-free. We can never know how many couples have faked a divorce for the purpose of housing. Of course, those who have will never publicly admit that. But what we know is that across the country, this is really happening. And analysts are connecting this to rising divorce rates. In the first 3 quarters of this year, the divorce rate rose by 41% in Beijing and 40% in Shanghai. The sudden rise came just after the new capital gains tax clause. Both cities have also had a significant rise of housing prices.
To control housing prices, we increased taxes and fees for sales. Objectively, they can curb speculation, but high fees will disrupt the distribution of housing resources. There's also a negative social effect. It's driving up divorce rates.
The expert says instead of making policies to control housing prices, which is against the free market and has proved a failure in the past decade, the government should make more housing available to meet the city's needs. Then couples wouldn't need to risk their marriage for an apartment. Guoxiu, CCTV, Beijing.